Let's be real. Managing a workforce today, especially with remote and hybrid teams, can feel way more complicated than it needs to be. But what if the tool you use for something as simple as attendance could actually simplify everything? Today, we're going to dive into how AI isn't just tweaking things, it's totally revolutionizing workplace management, making it more accurate and efficient than we probably ever thought possible. So, does this look maybe a little familiar? The piles of paperwork, the endless spreadsheets, the constant back and forth making corrections, it's what I like to call organized chaos. For a lot of HR teams, this isn't just some cartoon. This is their Monday morning reality. And it's a reality that just drains time, money, and let's be honest, sanity.
So let's really break down the problem. We'll call this the old way of working, and it is all about the hidden costs that creep in when you're still doing things by hand.
You see, the problem is kind of like a chain reaction. It all starts with something as simple as manual entry, which is slow and, of course, wide open to human error. And those little errors, they create huge openings for stuff like buddy punching, where one employee clocks in for their friend, and it just builds this mountain of bad data. And what's the result? You're left trying to pull together meaningful reports from a foundation of complete chaos.
And this isn't just a small inconvenience. This stuff hits the bottom line hard. Inaccurate data leads straight to payroll mistakes, and that can cost a company thousands. The time spent manually fixing all these errors is a massive drain on productivity. We are talking about hours, sometimes days of admin time that could be spent on actual strategic work, just totally wasted every single month. It's this really frustrating loop, which, of course, brings us to the big question: how in the world do you actually fix this mess and move forward? Well, the answer isn't a small tweak. It's a huge shift in how we think about this stuff. It's time for a smarter solution, one that's all about intelligent automation. Okay, now look at this. Remember that chaotic picture from before? Compare it to this. The difference is just night and day. This is calm, it's efficient, it's seamless. Employees can check in without a second thought. The data gets captured instantly, and the whole process just works. This is the new standard for a modern workplace. So what is it that makes an attendance system smart? Well, at its heart, it's all about mixing cool tech like AI-powered facial recognition with things like GPS and location intelligence. And the goal, super simple, to track your workforce in a way that is instant, incredibly accurate, and most importantly, fundamentally secure. Okay, that all sounds great, but how does this technology actually work? Let's pop the hood and take a look. All right, so any really smart system is built on a few core pillars. It all starts with advanced face detection to make absolutely sure the right person is clocking in. Then, a real-time tracker gives you instant visibility into your workforce. Geo-validation uses GPS to confirm, yep, they're actually on site where they say they are. And powerful analytics turn all this raw data into insights you can actually use, all delivered securely to a clean, modern dashboard. And here's the best part for the employee. It is so simple. Literally, you just tap a button on your phone to check in or check out. The app confirms your location, it captures your identity with a quick selfie to prove it's you, and it logs the time. It's intuitive, it's fast, and it gets rid of all the annoying friction from the old systems. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a huge pain to set up. But honestly, the process is way more streamlined than you'd expect. It's really just 4 steps. You install the system, get your employees registered real quick, integrate it with whatever HR software you're already using, and boom, you go live with full support. The whole switch can be done in less than a week. Look, tech is cool, but it's only as good as the results it gets you, right? So let's stop talking about features and start talking about the real-world impact, the money and the operations. Check this out. This is a real-world case study from a major bank in India. They were having a total logistical nightmare trying to manage over 4,500 remote employees spread all over the country. By switching to a smart system, they got to perfect 100% tracking accuracy and slashed their administrative workload by a jaw-dropping 70%. Let's just drill down on these numbers for a second. First up, 99.9%. That's the accuracy rate of the core facial recognition tech. Now, that's not just some spec on a data sheet. That is the bedrock of trustworthy data. It's how you finally put an end to payroll errors and time theft for good. And then there's that 70% number again, a 70% cut in administrative work. Stop and think about what that actually means for a business. That's hundreds of hours of your HR team's time that you get back every single month, freeing up your best people from soul-crushing data entry so they can focus on what you hired them to do, build and grow the business.
Now, you might be wondering, can it handle a big company? Absolutely. This tech is built to scale. We're talking about systems that are robust enough to handle over 10,000 employees a day, every single day, proving they're reliable enough for even the biggest companies out there. Okay, but let's talk about the elephant in the room. Whenever you mention biometrics, the first question is always, is it secure? So let's tackle that head on. This whole thing has to be built on a rock-solid foundation of trust.
With any modern system like this, security isn't just a feature you tack on at the end. It has to be the absolute core principle. From the second an employee's image is taken to how that data is encrypted, stored, and accessed, every single step is engineered to protect both the employee's privacy and the company's critical information.
And when you compare it to the old way, the security upgrade is massive. For starters, smart systems have something called liveness detection, which means it knows if it's looking at a real live person or just a photo somebody's holding up. So fraud is out. All the biometric data is encrypted, unlike a paper timesheet that can get lost or stolen. And access is tightly controlled based on your role, which prevents data misuse. It's a completely different league of security.
And finally, it's not just about promises. It's about official, formal compliance. The best systems are actually certified against global standards like ISO for both security and quality. Plus, they're built to comply with major data privacy laws like GDPR and other local acts. This isn't just a claim, it's a verifiable commitment to doing things the right way.
So the takeaway here is that the technology to fix all these old, nagging problems isn't some sci-fi concept anymore. It's here right now, it's been proven in the real world, and it's secure. Which really only leaves one question for you. Is your organization ready to finally trade in all that manual chaos for the focus and clarity that automation brings?